Just a sec. I want to put the date on the start of this tape. Mrs. Norton, I'll give you the tapes too. Just bring them the next day because I keep them in case at the end of the season you want copies made. In fact, I should have asked Tom whether Tom, do you want a copy from last year's season? You know, I use these are what I call the master tapes, and then I can get copies of all of your games from last year on one tape and send it to you. You know, but you had a good season. Just ran up against the national champions in the provincial. 8, 7, 6, 5.
Welcome to Schoolreach. I'm your quiz person for this game between Philemon Wright and Ridgemont. Now I'd ask the players to introduce themselves, please, beginning with Philemon Wright.
David Lowe.
Drake McCankle.
Ian Cameron.
Christian Buzard.
Ridgemont, please.
Sam Wagas.
Jeff Schmidt. Mike Long.
Steve Renault.
Right. We'll play 3 rounds of questions with a minute break between each round. If the scorekeeper is ready, let us begin. 40-point snap start to round 1. Jim Morrison was the lead singer. Yes, Sam?
The Doors.
That's correct. Which painter from British Columbia spent the night on a glacier when his seaplane crashed in Garibaldi Provincial Park? The answer is Tony Only. Sydney, Australia is named after Viscount Sydney, the patron of which British explorer? The answer is Captain Cook. Which European capital was... I didn't see the...
Oh. Yeah. Okay, reset, please. No, I heard distinctly somebody slapping the board. Maybe it was Steve. Try not to do that.
I think it might have just been his arm.
Yeah. The electronics are apparently sensitive.
Which European capital was originally called Vindobona by the Celts who settled it? Yes, Sam?
Edinburgh.
No, that's incorrect. Yes, Ian? Venice? No, the answer is Vienna. 30-point open question on movies. This movie starring Howard Keel is about 7 brothers searching for what? Yes, David?
Freedom.
No, that's incorrect. Ridgemont? Sam?
7 Wives.
Would you accept that?
Yeah, it's really 7 rides, but yeah, 7 wides.
Yeah, in this movie, Michael J. Fox travels back to where? Yes, Mike?
Back to the Future.
That's correct. Who is Liza Minnelli's co-star in the film Arthur? Yes, Sam?
Dudley Moore.
That's correct. Now we have 3 10-point questions on science. If I were a histologist, what would I study? Yes, Chris?
History.
No, that's incorrect. The answer, Ridgemont? Living tissue. What are the 2 major subatomic particles that make up the nuclei of atoms? Yes, Jeff?
Protons and neutrons.
That's correct. Which planet do the satellites Phobos and Deimos? Yes, Mike?
Mars.
That's correct. Now we have a 40-point team question. In this 2-part team question, whichever team is first to answer correctly the 10-point scramble question in part 1 is then eligible for the remaining 10-point questions in part 2. Scramble for 10 points. What is defined as of recent origin, production, purchase, etc., or more simply, not old? Yes, Sam?
New.
That's correct. The remaining 3 questions are for Ridgemont only. You can consult before you answer. Who is the deadpan comedian with a button-down line, famous for his telephone conversations?
Bob Newhart.
That's correct. What singer sang about short people? Answer, Steve?
Paula Abdul.
Randy. Remember the category, new? Randy Newman. The last question. Name one of the 2 men who developed calculus. Mike?
Newton.
That's correct. Questions are now open to the other team as well. Questions on Canadiana. What title is given to the head of the Supreme Court of Canada? Yes, Sam?
Chief Justice.
That's correct. Who was the last Prime Minister to be born in the 19th century? Yes, David?
Orton.
That's incorrect. Ridgemont, do you have an answer?
Reset.
The answer is
Maine.
No, the answer is Lester B. Pearson. What official is charged with ceremonial functions and security duties in the House of Commons? Yes, Sam.
The whip.
No, that's incorrect. Philemon Wright? Yes, Jake?
Clerk?
No, the Sergeant at Arms. In what 20th century decade was the famous King-Byng dispute? Yes, David?
20s.
That's correct. Questions on religion. Which socialist country? I didn't see who was.
Who's the weekend?
Okay, must have been your arm. Which socialist country consists of a federation of 6 people's republics? Yes, Jake?
USSR?
That's incorrect. Ridgemont, do you have an answer? Jeff?
China.
No, the answer is Yugoslavia. Second question. About 30% of the population of Yugoslavia is Roman Catholic. Some are Muslims, and roughly 40% adhere to which Christian church? Yes, Mike?
Eastern Orthodox.
That's correct. Now we have assigned questions on literature. Here's an assigned question on literature in which each member of each team is assigned a 10-point question. If you miss your question, then your counterpart in the opposing team will have a chance at it for 5 points. I will begin with David and Philemon Wright. Which country's future is portrayed in Margaret Atwood's novel, The Handmaid's Tale?
Great Britain.
That's incorrect. Sam, for 5 points?
United States.
That's correct. Jake, in Aldous Huxley's Brave New World, what is the popular drug used by the citizens for a holiday?
Cocaine?
Jeff, would you have an answer?
No.
The answer is Soma. Soma. Ian, what Canadian writer wrote the novel Fifth Business? Mike?
Margaret Atwood.
No, the answer is Robertson Davies. Chris, complete the title of this novel by Dostoevsky. Notes from the... No, that's incorrect. Steve?
Present.
No, the undergrad. All right, now it is Ridgemont's turn. I'll begin with Sam. Again, the topic is literature. Who wrote the 1966 science fiction novel Fantastic Voyage?
Asimov.
That's correct, for 10 points.
What?
Jeff, who wrote The Count of Monte Cristo? Jake?
Asimov?
No, Alexandre Dumas. Mike, complete the title of this play by Oscar Wilde, The Importance of...
Being earnest.
That's correct, for 10 points. And Steve, who wrote the journalistic novel In Cold Blood?
No idea.
Okay, Chris, do you have an idea? No, Truman Capote. Now we have 3 questions on the human brain. Motor coordination is controlled largely by what part of the brain? Yes, Steve.
The cortex.
No, that's incorrect. Philemon Wright? Jake?
Cerebrum?
Can you repeat that, please?
The cerebrum?
No.
No, cerebellum. The vagus nerve, which controls the heart and lungs, originates in what part of the brain? Yes, Jeff?
The base.
No. Philemon?
You're right.
No, that's incorrect. The medulla oblongata. The brain is protected by 3 membranes which cushion it from shock. What are these called? Steve?
Meninges.
That's correct. For 10 points. Snappers now to end this round. What is another name for ferrous ammonium sulfate? Yes, David?
Rust.
No, that's incorrect. Ridgemont? Moore's salt. In what country did the rumba and the samba originate? Yes, Ian? Mexico? That's incorrect. Ridgemont? Yes, Jeff?
Spain.
No, the answer is Cuba. According to the Bible, who was the son of Abraham? Isaac. What kind of rock is formed from solidified magma? Yes, Jake?
Igneous?
That's correct. Okay, we have a 1-minute break until round 2.
I know.
2. 40-point snappers. Who wrote War and Peace? Yes, Jake?
Tolstoy?
That's correct. Who was the first Holy Roman Emperor? Yes, David?
Augustus.
I'm sorry?
Augustus.
That's incorrect. Ridgemont? Charlemagne.
Oh,
Who,
yeah, that's...
who discovered the planets in 1781? Yes, Jake?
Galileo.
No, that's incorrect. Ridgemont? Mike?
Copernicus.
No, Herschel, Sir William Herschel. From which country did the Philippines gain independence in 1946? Yes, Mike?
Japan.
That's incorrect. Philemon? Yes, Jake?
Britain.
No, the United States. Here's a who am I question. This question is worth 40 points if you guess the answer on the first clue, and 10 points less with each succeeding clue until either team answers the question correctly. It's a who am I. Clue number 1. Born in Ohio in 1901, I decided to become an actor and got my Broadway break in the play National in 1928. Yes, David?
Fred Astaire?
No, that's incorrect. Ridgemont, do you have a guess? Clue number 2. In the 1936 film, San Francisco, I co-starred with Spencer Tracy. Yes, Sam?
Clark Gable.
That's correct for 30 points. Questions now on math. You might want to use pencil and paper for this.
Okay, here we go. See my head.
What are the coordinates of the point halfway between positive 5, negative 2, and negative 3, positive 4? Yes, Mike?
1, 1.
That's correct. If the average of minus 8,
Reset.
oh sorry, if the average of minus 8, 11, 23, and x is 6, what is x? Anyone have an answer?
6.
That's incorrect. Ridgemont? X equals minus 2. Last math question. What would the remainder be if the product of all the integers from 13 to 19 inclusive were divided by 9? Yes, David?
3.
No, that's incorrect. Ridgemont?
4.
No, the answer is 0. 30-point open question on quotations. Here are a few interesting quotations from prominent members of society. I'll read the quotation, you identify the speaker. This was spoken in London, England on July 19, 1954. Quote, "It was the usual zooty. We eat, the others watch." End quote.
Churchill?
Yes, David?
Churchill.
No, that's incorrect. I'll finish it for Ridgemont. The speaker was a member of the royal family who was born in 1930. The answer is Princess Margaret. Next quotation. This Scottish scientist, when talking about treating the common cold, said the following, quote, "A good gulp of whiskey at bedtime is not very scientific, but it helps." End quote. The speaker, who died in 1955, made a discovery that helps cure many ailments. It was penicillin. Yes, Mike?
Magic.
No? Philemon Wright? The answer is Sir Alexander Fleming. And the final quote? A former U.S. president once said, okay, we'll just ignore that. Open quote. "Whenever a fellow tells me he's bipartisan, I know he's going to vote against me." End quote. This president played the piano. One of his favorite tunes was a Missouri waltz. Yes, Jeff?
Johnson?
No? Philemon? Jake?
Roosevelt.
No, the answer is Harry S. Truman. Questions on Canadiana. Identify the Western Canadian province where the following attractions can be found. Where would I find Klondike Days? Jake?
BC.
No, that's incorrect. Sam?
Alberta.
That's correct. Craigdarroch Castle. Yes, David?
BC.
That's correct. Fort Walsh National Historic Park. Yes, Ian?
BC.
No, that's incorrect. Ridgemont? Oh, reset please, Steve.
New Brunswick.
No, that's incorrect. It was Saskatchewan. The last one, Tyrrell Museum of Paleontology.
Alberta.
That's correct.
They know New Brunswick is in the west.
Questions on fictional Canadian detectives. What Grantham, Ontario detective is featured in such mysteries as The Ransom Game, Murder Sees the Light, and The Suicide Murders? Benny Cooperman. Who created Benny Cooperman? Howard Engel. What inspector of the Metropolitan Toronto Police Department is featured in such novels as, yes, Steve?
Inspector Gadget.
No. That's incorrect. I'll finish it for Philemon. As Smoke Detector, Death in the Old Country, and A Single Death. Yes, Jake?
Clouseau.
No. Canadian. Charlie Salter.
Oh.
Well, I might have more luck with rock music. What American artist made the concert film Home of the Brave? Yes, David?
Jane Seabury.
No, that's incorrect. The answer is yes, Sam?
Bruce Springsteen.
No. Laurie Anderson.
Or
The Doors took their name from which book by Aldous Huxley? Yes, Steve?
The House.
No? Philemon? Yes, Jake?
The Door.
No, The Doors of Perception. Which original member of the Velvet Underground went on to record the albums Berlin, Sally Can't Dance, and Metal Machine Music? The answer is Lou Reed.
Oh.
Which Australian punk band takes its name from a play by, yes? Sam?
Midnight Oil.
No, I'll finish it for Philemon. A play by Harold Pinter. Yes, Ian?
AXS.
No, the birthday party, not happy ending. Okay, questions on Ottawa. This time we go in search of outstanding Ottawa landmarks. First is a 3-story house built in 1857. It served as Sir John, yes, Sam?
The Billings Estate.
No, it served, I'll finish it for Philemon. It served as Sir John A. Macdonald's home and is now the residence of the British High Commissioner. What is its name? The answer is Earnscliffe. Again, Ottawa landmark. It's been happening for well over 100 years. A cannon is fired at noon on weekdays and at 10 o'clock on Sunday. Yes, Jeff?
Changing of guard.
No, I'll finish it for Philemon. And at 10 o'clock on Sunday mornings. In which Ottawa park does the cannon boom? Yes, Jake?
And Hayden Park.
No. The answer is Major's Hill Park. And the last question on Ottawa landmarks. Laurier House was constructed in 1878. It contains documents, photos, and furniture that belonged to the prime ministers who lived in the building. 2 of our PMs called Laurier House home. One was the man whose name the house bears. But who was the other prime minister who lived under the same roof? Yes, Jeff?
King.
I didn't hear you.
King.
That's correct.
Oh.
Snappers to end the second round. What term is used to describe the placing of foods in a central serving area for dinners? For diners, yeah.
Smorgasbord.
No, that's incorrect. David?
Okay.
That's correct. What is the common name of the Jewish Day of Atonement? Could you clear, please? Okay. Yes, Sam?
Is that Yom Kippur?
That's correct. Which Canadian city was the site of the 1967 Pan Am Games? Yes, David?
Montreal.
That's incorrect. Ridgemont? Sam?
Winnipeg.
That's correct. What was Calixa La Vallee's most famous composition? Oh, Canada. You'll now have a minute to snapper until the snap ratings are in. Snappers to start round 3. Who coined the phrase, "There's a sucker born every minute"? Yes, Sam?
P.T. Barnum.
That's correct. Name the Royal House of Monaco. The Grimaldi family. He's the patron saint of locksmiths because he holds the keys to heaven. What's his name? Yes, David?
St. Peter.
That's correct. Who wrote the lyrics for the rock opera Evita? Yes?
Weber.
No, that's incorrect. Jake?
Russell.
No, his counterpart, though, Jeff. Tim Rice. 40-point team questions. Here's a scramble for 10 points. The Battle of Castillon in 1453 ended what intermittent war between the French and the English? I'll open up the remaining questions now dealing with the 100 Years' War, so they're open to anyone. The 100 Years' War began when which English king made a claim to the French throne? Yes, Jake?
Henry VIII.
That's incorrect. Ridgemont? Yes, Mike?
James II.
No, Edward III. Even though Philip VI was the French king when war broke out, who was the French king the English captured in 1356? Yes, David?
Louis XIV.
No, that's incorrect. Ridgemont? Jeff?
George
No, John second. Who commanded the French troops which lifted the siege of Orleans? Yes, Ian?
Napoleon?
No, that's incorrect. Ridgemont? Joan of Arc. Questions on isms. What term describes excessive devotion to a cause and was named after a fanatical follower of Napoleon? Yes, Jeff?
Fascism.
No? Philemon? The answer is chauvinism, named after Nicolas Chauvin. Soren Kierkegaard is considered to be the founder of which modern philosophy, also expounded by Albert Camus? The answer is existentialism. The key similarity between deism and theism is the belief in what? Yes, Jake?
God?
Yes, that's correct. What was the name of the social, political, and agricultural system of thought which dominated Europe during the Middle Ages? The answer is feudalism. Now we have 3 questions dealing with the Tour de France. What do the competitors in the Tour de France ride? Yes, David?
Bicycles.
That's correct. In what decade did the Tour originate? Yes, Steve?
The third.
No, that's incorrect. Philemon?
The
David?
60s.
No, the 1900s. I needed the decade. What was the first non-European? Who was the first non-European to win the Tour in... Yes, David? That's correct. Questions on geography now. What is the capital of the colony of Hong Kong? Yes, Jake?
Victoria?
That's correct. What strait connects the Persian Gulf with the Indian Ocean? Yes, Mike?
Strait of Hormuz.
That's correct. If you are called a Hoosier, you are from what U.S. state? Yes, Sam?
Indiana.
That's correct. Now we have snappers to end the round. What children's game consists of hopping and jumping over marked squares? Yes,
Hopscotch?
Ian? That's correct. A 200th anniversary is called what? Yes, David?
Bicentennial.
That's correct. What is the 9th month of the Muslim year when Muslims fast between sunrise and sunset? Yes, Jake?
August.
No? Which one? Yes, Mike?
October.
No, Ramadan.
Oh.
Which volcanic island is the largest of the Canary Islands? Yes, Chris?
Krakatoa.
No, that's incorrect. Ridgemont? The answer is Tenerife. What is a unit for measuring the brightness of a source of light? The answer would be, yes, Jeff?
Watt.
No. The answer is candela. Chemically related to selenium, what element has the symbol Te? Yes, David?
Titanium.
No, that's incorrect. Ridgemont?
Palladium.
Jeff? That's right. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
I thought it,
no,
no, it's tellurium. In Greek mythology, who were the 3 beautiful goddesses, givers of beauty, charm, and skill? The Graces. What is a system of signaling by holding the arms in certain positions to indicate letters of the alphabet? Yes, Steve?
Sign.
No, that's incorrect. Philemon? Jake?
Flags.
No, the answer is semaphore. What treaty of mutual defense and military aid was signed in 1955 by the communist countries?
Warsaw Pact.
That's correct. What monument in Whitehall, London, commemorates the dead of both world wars? The answer is the cenotaph. Who made a virtual career of playing the King of Siam on stage and in film? The answer is Yul Brynner. Which UN Secretary General died in a plane crash while on a peace mission to the Congo? Dag Hammarskjöld. In what city would I find the Wailing Wall? Yes, Sam?
Jerusalem.
All right. Who wrote the Executioner's Song and The Naked and the Dead? Yes, David?
Elvis.
No. Wrote. Norman Mailer. What metal is aurum in Latin? Jake?
Iron.
No, that's incorrect. Jeff?
Gold.
That's correct. What is the nickname of basketball superstar Irvin Johnson?
Magic.
That's correct. What historic hill towers over St. John's Harbor in Newfoundland? Yes, Jeff?
Set it up.
No, that's incorrect. Philemon Wright? Okay.
Mosaic quoi?
No, Signal Hill, and that will end the game. The score is 265 for Ridgemont, 150 for Philemon Wright.
Close game. Okay, good. Reset, please. What's that?